Our actions today echo the legacies, culture, and landscapes that helped shape our existence and those who inspired us through life. In September 2022, Iran stood up to bring an end to a dictator who's been troubling the nation and the world for far too long. The world learned how Iranians are hell-bent for regime change.
Let's talk about a regime change.
Thousands of people gathered in Times Square today for a march and protest demanding a regime change in Iran.
But on corners around the world, people have taken to the streets calling for a regime change in Iran.
Could this be a true turning point for the nation?
At Tehran University, students gathered to spell out the word blood in Farsi, demanding the fall of the Islamic regime.
But Iran's uprising held an additional element of surprise that amazed the world.
Not only because they are about the rights of women, but that they're being led by them too.
Where dozens of people have been killed in a series of escalating women-led protests demanding justice.
Iran's women's-led protests.
One of the first female-led revolutions that are happening in our time.
How did a Middle Eastern nation, steeped in ancient traditions and constrained by decades of extremism, emerge as a promising trailblazer in human evolution, ahead of its time? The answer is, it didn't happen overnight. In the 1970s, Iranian women bravely joined revolutionary groups aiming to overthrow the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Despite arrests and torture, they resisted Savak's intimidation, even braving the threat of execution. Those who sacrificed for freedom inspired millions, breaking the perception of women as weak, second-class citizens, giving rise to newfound hope. The 1979 revolution, while failing to end the one-man dictatorship, brought lasting change to Iran. Women showcased their evolving role, prompting even Ruhollah Khomeini to refrain from opposing female voting rights despite his previous opposition. Yet Khomeini believed in his strategy, tapping superstition and misinterpreting Islam.
آزادی در حدود قانون است. اسلام از فسادها جلو گرفته و همه آزادی‌ها را که مادون فساد باشه داده. اسلام جلو شهوات را میگیره. امروز اگر یک هم چیزی بشه اینها را ما خواهیم تکلیفشون را معین کرد.
He aimed to suppress women back into their homes. By silencing half of the population, he sought to enslave an entire country. Despite his robust understanding of human evil, he underestimated the determination of Iranian women and the intellectual integrity of their brothers. Iranian women fought back, using all means, regardless of the costs. While the clerical regime wanted the world to believe Islam means chaining women and depriving them of equal rights, a dedicated Muslim movement, the People's Mujahedin of Iran stood up to prove him wrong. During the 1988 massacre of political prisoners, almost every female member of the PMOI was killed. By only killing the PMOI female members during that ideological genocide, Khomeini revealed his utmost dread while also showcased the fierce dedication and steadfastness of those heroines who refused to let him believe he can crush them. Quite the contrary, paying with their lives, thousands of Iranian Muslim women defeated Khomeini's extremist medieval ideology forever. Recognizing the sacrifices made by women and determined to confront the clerical misogynists at their most vulnerable point, the PMOI chose to undergo a strategic shift in both its beliefs and organizational structure, embracing female leadership. The movement surged forward, giving rise to its own role models who shattered taboos and pioneered new methods for transformative change. In the past 4 decades, thousands of Iranian women have been at the forefront, battling against a brutal regime that has entrenched misogyny at the core of its extremist ideology. From the few, thousands found inspiration to defy tyranny and emerged as idols for others to evolve. Amidst the horrors of relentless conflicts, As strong men hold millions hostage, the women of Iran convey a powerful message to the world, a promise that change, beyond imagination, will usher in a new order of freedom and enduring peace. The mullahs believe that by misrepresenting Islam and blackmailing the world, they can suppress millions and rule forever. Yet, despite their robust understanding of human evil, they have underestimated the determination of Iranian women and the intellectual integrity of their brothers.
شما هرچه از تحقیر، ستم، سرکوب، شکنجه و کشتار در چنته داشتید علیه زن ایرانی به کار گرفتید. اما مطمئن باشید که ضربه مهلک رو از همون جایی خواهید خورد که اصلاً به حسابش نمیارید. ولی مطمئن باشید که به دست همین زنان آگاه، آزاد و رها بساط ستم شما در همه جا برچیده خواهد شد.
As the human race journeys through life, the inspiration drawn from the idols it follows and the choices it makes sets the stage for becoming a beacon of guidance for generations to come.